Okay. Good morning, guys. Yes, my name is Aino Dumide Olayinka, and I'm going to be your instructor throughout this training process. We've done training relating to Zoho, inventory, and finance for Thursmay publishers. So this training is actually based on processes around Thursmay publishers. Now, I'm a representative of Droid Hedge Consulting, and we deploy ERP solution to clients based on needs and budgets. So let's get started. Now, this is the timetable we sent to Droid Hedge. This was the timetable. So if you look at this timetable, it's divided into two, which is inventory module and finance module. So we take them gradually. So the first aspect is where we are going to talk about the setup, assessing the software, overview of what Zoho inventory can do and how to log in into it. Then we go into the aspect of also understanding the client's item master files so that we can actually see what is obtainable with Zoho and so many other things. So we'll take it step after step. Let's first start about assessing the software. So now, an ERP software or an automated bookkeeping record software would allow you to capture your business processes just the way you do it manually on the system. So if I decide that I'm purchasing a software, it means that I must have looked at so many things. What is achievable with a software? There must have been a kind of demo, there must have been a kind of initial discussion with the consultant to actually give me what I need. So after deliberation with the whole Thursmay management, we concluded on implementing Zoho. Zoho seems to be the best to fit in their processes, and you can't get 100% in all software. The thing is, software builds according to development in technology over time. So with time, your application builds to that level of all the things you actually need. So now let's look at this, assessing the software. Now if you need to assess the whole software, like we have here, we have inventory, then we also have finance. So the aspect of the inventory is called inventory, so whole inventory, while the aspect of the finance is called whole books. So let's look at this, and these things are actually integrated to each other. So if you are using the inventory, I would advise you to do zoho.com/inventory, just like the way you have it here. That's, you open a browser, so you can use any browser. You can use Microsoft Edge, you can use Internet Explorer, you can use Google Chrome, you can use Firefox. So but what I'm using as of now is Firefox. Now on my browser, I need to type in zoho.com/inventory. So when I type this, I have something like this. The same thing too, if I have here This is for my finance, zoho.com/books. If you are on Zoho Books, if you are on Zoho Books, you have both modules in it. You understand? If you are in Zoho Books, if you log into Zoho Books, you have the two modules. You have the finance and you also have the inventory. You understand? But for Zoho inventory, you only have inventory. Now we are going to log into Zoho inventory now. So let me log into Zoho inventory. So apart from using www.zoho.com/inventory, you could also type in inventory.zoho.com. You could also have inventory.zoho.com. Now if you type it, you have the login page. You have what's it called? Yeah, a login page like this, or a landing page like this, which is their home. Then you can click on this button called sign in. If I click on sign in, that is, if I've signed out of it, I should have this. I click on sign in. Now it gives you the login page. Now this is where you will enter the details that was created for you as a user. Now, what are the details created for you as a user? Your application administrator, your consultant must have sent you your user details to log in. But for this training purpose, I'm going to be using my own, which is more like the admin. So yours will be given to you definitely. Then when yours is given to you, I think if you are using it for the first time, it will request you change password. To request you change the password, so you can change the password. So let me try this. Let me just log into this so that you can see how this looks like. So I'm going to be using my own platform. Yeah. So also we created okay, sorry, I think it's okay, let me use this. I can't even remember what we used, but let me use this anyway. Yeah, I'll still use this. Yeah. Let me try to log in. So now I just click on login or next, then it's request a password for me. From me, it's requesting a password. So I enter my password. So this is more like where you enter your email addresses. You want to check your inbox, mail inbox. You want to check some things online. So it's just the same thing you're going to do here. So now we have made some improvement on how you navigate around the inventory. These are new features that are coming in. Anytime you see this, just try as much as possible to read through it. You understand? You just read through it because I think it's a new update. This is a new update that had come in. So now you have logged into the application, and this is what you will have. You will have this on the system. So it now depends on let me try to see. Okay, or I will try to see something. Now let me see some things here. trying to check. Anyway, so now I will try to explain some of these things to you. If you look at this part, this is more like your system tree. Just watch the mouse move. This is more like your system tree. Let me see if let me see, accessing the software overview and logins. Okay, so now this is more like the system tree, which shows you all your modules. So your modules are more like the tools or the functions that have what's it called, each commands in it. Just like you want to deal with, just like the way you keep your normal record. You have let's assume you have the sales department, you have the inventory department, you have the purchases, you have you have all those departments and they have their own functions. So the same thing is what you are having here. So you are breaking those departments into, let's say, modules, or those units into modules. Then inside each of the modules, then they have their functions. You understand? The person that will be in charge of raising an invoice, the person that will be in charge of doing a stock take, the person that will, all those kind of activities that are involved, even if it's the same person that is doing, but those functions, those activities are actually called features or commands on the application. So when I explain some things to you, just take note of something. These things are things that you can as well use with other applications. So let me click this. So if I click on inventory is a module. So if I click on inventory, see what comes out. It gives me the details of the things under inventory. So I have under my inventory items. So where do we create it? We create items. These are the product that you are actually selling or you are keeping. You understand? So you have the item groups, you have the price list, you have so you have so many functions in it. Then also if you go to sales, these are functions under sales. So you create customers, you create retainer invoices, these are functions under it. The same thing too goes to purchases. You see, there are so many things here that you can actually take note of. Then you have integration. These are things that's how the system works. So we are going to take them one after the other and according to our timetable. So if you come towards this side, you'll see some functions here also. If you come towards this side, this is the details about your company. So you can actually see that this is the company or the organization you are logged into as a user. Now you see your profile here as a user. If you click here, you can see that this will give you details of the user that is actually logged into the system. Now this is settings. So depending on the access right that is given to you, you might not have settings on the application for you, but if you do, what this does is, if you have a phone, if you have a mobile phone, and your mobile phone definitely has what we call settings or configuration. So you are configuring that mobile phone or that app to suit your needs, to suit how you want it to behave. So the same thing too goes along here. Now you have the notifications. So notifications comes with it could be internal, it could be external. External in the sense that Zoho is the one sending you the notifications on updates or some other things. While internal could be maybe your customer made a comment on what's it called? He made a comment on their portal and you are getting a kind of notifications on it. So many things that are available on Zoho. And now this is also the dashboard. So look at this now. This is dashboard. So when you log into zoho.com, what you have is the dashboard. So this is your dashboard. So your dashboard gives you glance of how your system behaves. What's it called? Your data. It gives you a glance of your data, how your data, you are performed over time with your data. So now look at this. I have inventory summary, quantity on hand, quantity in hand, quantity to be received. So you will see all those things here. You understand? So you can see so many things. You can see recent updates too, just from Zoho, telling you some recent updates. Let me be sure this is from Zoho. Yeah, so you can see so many things that are available within the application. Just concentrate on how you want to be able to use the application, at least for a start. So you can get used with the system. So I've been able to cover the aspects regarding assessing the software, overview of Zoho inventory or login. Now we'll go into the aspect of understanding Thursmay item master files. So watch the next video for that.